This video is brought to you by
Me, a broke college student, who bought this himself. Instead of buying textbooks or food or gas to get me up to that college campus, I could have bought an entire tank of gas with the amount of money it cost to buy this thing. But now I'm in debt, and I really need your money, so please watch the video so I can apply for AdSense, please.
In September of 2025, Warner Brothers announced that they were releasing a brand new, fully complete physical media set featuring every single Tom and Jerry cartoon from the Hanna-Barbera era, the Tom and Jerry Golden Era Anthology. I didn't catch wind of this release until mid-November or so, but when I did, I was ecstatic. Being the big Tom and Jerry fan that I am, the idea of owning every single short on one release really enticed me. So I ordered it from Amazon, and today I want to walk you all through it and recommend whether or not I think you should buy it. Now, before we start, I just want to preface that I am not an expert on Tom and Jerry's home media history. There's a very good chance that I'll get something wrong or forget to mention where a specific bonus feature originates from. All of my information is coming from various YouTube videos, Wikipedia, and the Tom and Jerry wiki. Okay, let's dive in. Let's start by taking a look at the presentation of the item. On the front, we have both Tom and Jerry in their Hollywood Bowl attire with the Warner Archive logo and the title on the top. The back has a couple of screenshots and a huge list of all the special features. Everything about how this is presented is so incredibly classy, perfectly representing this golden era of Tom and Jerry. And because Warner Brothers is so kind, the case is protected by this absolutely beautiful slipcover. This just adds to the classiness of the item. I unfortunately cannot give the same praise to Amazon, however. I didn't notice this until I opened the item, but my case is damaged and it won't close properly. Thanks a lot, Amazon. To think I was just about to resubscribe to Prime Video to watch the new season of Beast Games. Now I just have to frickin' pirate it. Thanks a lot, Jeff. You are great. The disc artwork is nothing crazy. Would have liked to have seen something a bit more engaging, like a list of what shorts are on which disc, but I'll sacrifice that for the slipcover, I suppose. The standard DVD version and the Blu-ray version both come with the 5 cartoon discs, but the Blu-ray also comes with an additional bonus feature disc and this absolutely stunning art book featuring a brief timeline of the cartoon's inception and various sketches from their respective shorts. Okay, now this is what we look for with special variants. Not only do these entice you to buy the Blu-ray version, but they're a really nice way of learning how the series was made and what kind of an impact it had on the world. In terms of physical presentation, this definitely gets an A. Hats off to you, Warner Brothers. This looks really, really nice. Let's take a look at the disc contents. The set is made up of 6 discs, 5 of which contain every single short from 1940 to 1958, all of which have been remastered and touched up, and boy oh boy do they look pretty. This is easily the best any Tom and Jerry Golden Age cartoon has ever looked, but it wasn't an easy task. All of the original film negatives of shorts from pre-1951 were unfortunately lost in a fire in 1978. That meant that the crew behind this only had duplicate copies to work with, but I really commend them because these are absolutely gorgeous to look at. So incredibly crisp and smooth, very, very pleasing to the eye. Now, I bought this set just so I could have my favorite cartoon series in high definition, but the main draw for the diehard collectors is the inclusion of the 2 banned shorts, Mouse Cleaning and Casanova Cat. As a kid, I had no idea that there even were banned Tom and Jerry shorts, let alone knowing why they were banned, but as an adult, watching them for the first time for this video, I can understand why they were hidden from the public eye for so long. You see, the late 40s and early 50s were a very different time, and elements we look down upon in 2026, such as racial and gender stereotypes, were deemed okay back then. Mouse cleaning and Casanova Cat feature two very offensive forms of imagery that show the characters in blackface. For years, these two shorts have either been censored for television or gone completely unreleased, and the completely original, untouched masters have been coveted by fans for decades. In 2013, when it was announced that the second volume of the Tom and Jerry Golden Collection series was not going to include these shorts, both because of the dated stereotypes and the difficult-to-find original masters, the fan uproar was unlike anything Warner Brothers had ever seen before, and they ultimately canceled the release because of the backlash. This release fixes everything, and it's the first time these shorts have ever been released totally unedited on physical media in America. A similar situation also occurred with the short His Mouse Friday. It too has very offensive elements to it, and it was only aired and released on home media extremely edited in America. The Golden Era Anthology is the very first time this short has ever been released in its original form in America. Looking past the offensive elements of these cartoons, the fact that they're here in their original form really shows how dedicated the team behind this release was. The people working for the Warner Archive Collection really love both Tom and Jerry and physical media, and they really understand how much fans love these characters and shorts. The fact that they wanted to preserve history in a way that was both respectful but also shows what we're capable of doing with film restoration in 2025 is very impressive and quite commendable. Not only does the Blu-ray version feature amazingly crisp footage, but it also comes with an exclusive disc featuring a ton of bonus features. Included are 9 featurettes from previous Tom and Jerry releases, 3 vintage Hanna-Barbera MGM cartoons, and 2 brand new featurettes, Lady of the House, The Story of Mammy Two Shoes, and Animal Hijinks, the friends and foes of Tom and Jerry. Now, I put brand new in quotation marks because the former is technically not new. Going back to the Golden Collection Volume 2, this was originally meant to be on that release, but when that got canceled, so did this. Thankfully, when this release was greenlit, the Warner Archive Group recommissioned it and the original director was able to finish it off. In addition to these bonus features, spread across the first 5 discs are 20 commentaries pulled from older releases, 8 of which were cut from the infamous Volume 2 set, and so are, again, technically brand new for this release. I'm a huge fan of crew commentaries. Though none of the personnel that provided commentary were part of the original making of these shorts, they all give some great insight into both animation and comedy, which I found extremely valuable. The same goes for the featurettes, especially the 2 new ones. They really show just how much of an impact Tom and Jerry made on the early film and animation eras, how much the people making them enjoyed their work, and how they're still remembered and cherished by fans 85 years later. In terms of bonus features, I think this definitely gets an A. As you can probably tell, I absolutely love this release, but I do have a few issues with it. As I mentioned earlier, I would have liked to have seen episode lists somewhere on here, whether it be on the back of the case or on the discs. We don't really know what shorts are on which disc until you pop it into your player. And while the disc is still in the player, I'm not really a huge fan of the menus. They're all very basic and uninteresting. I know this is a Warner Brothers thing that they do for all of their home media releases, but I would have liked to have seen at least like a compilation of cartoons just to make it a little more engaging. These are admittedly nitpicks, and I do think certain elements such as the slipcover and the bonus disc help make up for them, but there are 2 kind of big issues that I take with it. Starting with a more technical complaint, I'm not really a fan of some of the shorts' colors. This only really applies to certain shorts, but if we look at Yankee Doodle Cat, for example, you can really tell just how much of the contrast was lost with the new transfer. But again, this was no easy job, and the crew behind this only had so much to work with, so I do really commend their efforts for that. The last issue I have is not necessarily to do with the item itself, but with how it was released, or lack thereof. So this has been out since December 2nd, but I, for the life of me, cannot find a single copy of this in a store, whether it be the Blu-ray or the DVD version. From what I understand, the DVD was meant to be sold in stores, but I have been to every single Walmart in my area since December, and I have had no success. What confuses me even more is, why did the Blu-ray go straight to online retailers? I understand that the presence of physical media in stores is changing nowadays, but I think the camaraderie and the experience of this version in particular would have been hyped up even more if we had been able to go into a store and buy it ourselves. Hi all, Editing Nick here. So I have an update for you all. I went to Walmart just after finishing editing the audio for the video, and lo and behold, what was sitting on the shelf? The DVD copy of the Golden Era Anthology. Yeah, I kind of fucked up there. In all seriousness, I swear to you, I could not find this thing in stores earlier this year. I don't know what was going on. I went out on release day, I went out throughout January, and I just could not find this fucking thing. But if you see in the footage here, on the case or whatever, it says March 2026, so maybe that means that's when my Walmarts got them in for the first time. Even though this is the inferior version, it is still cool to see it in a store. But I gotta say, it's still so dumb that they didn't put the Blu-ray in stores. I mean, come on, you cheapskates. We want it, damn it! Put that in a store so we can go and get it. God! Oh, hi there. Another update. It's April now. I meant for this video to come out 2 weeks ago. But I just got it done now because I have been super hella busy with school and work, and the college gods would not take sympathy on me, give me time off to finish this video. So it's a little outdated now, but I will say that I did just go to another Walmart, and the DVD copy is still sitting on the shelves. So if you want it, you can go out and get it now. But we still deserve the Blu-ray version, Warner Brothers. Come on, dude. Give it to us. No! Removing these issues, I still love this release. I've been a huge Tom and Jerry fan since I was probably 5 years old or so, and to see all of this passion and love go into making an item like this for the 85th anniversary really shows just how much people love this series, how much they love physical media, and how much they respect restoration. If you're a Tom and Jerry fan, pick this up. If you're a comedy fan, pick this up. And if you're an animation fan, 100% pick this up. There's something in here for literally everybody. If you're a parent and you want to introduce Tom and Jerry to your kids, I would recommend this, but only if they really like the series. Depending on where you buy it, it can be a bit pricey, so I'd recommend you start with something like Greatest Chases Volume 1 or 2 and then jump into this. Overall, this is just an absolutely wonderful release and the perfect way to celebrate the 85th anniversary of the franchise. Highly recommend you pick this up. And since we have a bit of time on our hands, let's go through my top 10 favorite cartoons, shall we? Number 10, Quiet Please. Number 9, Solid Serenade. Number 8, Kitty Foiled. Number 7, Saltwater Tabby. Number 6, The Yankee Doodle Mouse. Number 5, Mouse in Manhattan. Number 4, Mouse Trouble. Number 3, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Mouse. Number 2, Tea for Two. And number 1, The Cat Concerto. Highly, highly, highly recommend every single one of you watching this video to go and watch this short if you have not seen it. Find any way to watch it. It is one of the funniest, most creative pieces of animation you'll ever see in your entire life. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I actually went down quite a rabbit hole when researching facts for it. If you want to know more about the release itself, or just want a brief history recap of Tom and Jerry, I'd highly recommend you check out the Extra TV's 2 videos covering both the announcement of the set and a review. These, along with the Tom and Jerry wiki, were so incredibly helpful in crafting the script for this video. Links to the videos and links to buy both the DVD and Blu-ray versions of the set are in the description below. Thank you again so much for watching and giving me money, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.